It's been well over a month since Cody Rhodes became WWE Champion for the second time in his career, defeating excuse me, defeating John Cena at SummerSlam in an instant classic street fight. It was indeed that. It was an instant classic. Since then, fan fans have been asking, what's next for Cody? Well, on the heels of a very historic SmackDown last night, comes today's video where I will be talking about exactly who will step up to the American Nightmare and his second reign as WWE Champion. Now, I do want to point out, last night on SmackDown, the rumors were true. We finally got to see AJ Lee come back to WWE, which is something that nobody ever thought would ever happen. But here we are. So congrats to AJ Lee on signing a brand new multi-year deal with WWE. Obviously, this wasn't the first time that Triple H tried to sign her, but excuse me. But this time, it all works out. But here's the thing. Right after SummerSlam, Cody Rhodes got involved in a spew, if you will, between John Cena and of course the team of Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre after both men defeated Randy Orton and multi-platinum recording country music icon Jelly Roll in a very interesting matchup, to say the very least. But with that in mind, Cody has been champion for, again, well over a month. This is his second reign as champion, and there are so many elements that can go into Cody's second reign as WWE champion. One of the biggest scenarios that we could potentially see is Cody being a part of a rivalry with either Logan Paul or Drew McIntyre. But again, think about this. There is a plethora of guys on the SmackDown roster that would be more than happy to take up the challenge of facing Cody for the WWE title. You've got guys like Aleister Black, guys like Alex Shelley, guys like Andrade, Angelo Dawkins, Apollo Crews, who we hadn't seen in months. We have not seen Apollo Crews on TV in months. There's also Axiom, Berto, Carmelo Hayes, Chris Sabin, Damian Priest, Dexter Lumis, Drew McIntyre. I would say Elton Prince, but he's been out with a very with a very severe, I think a severe knee injury, if I remember right. And apparently he had just had surgery about a couple months ago, actually, from what I've been from what I've been hearing. There's Eric Rowan, there's Jacob Fatu, there's Jeff Cobb, JC Mateo, Big Jim, Jimmy Uso, Joe Gacy, Johnny Gargano. I would say Kevin Owens, but Kevin's been out. Kevin has been out with an injury, and he just had successful fusion neck surgery. So it's hard to say whether or not we'll see Kevin back in the ring again. Kit Wilson, Montez Ford, Nathan Fraser. There's R-Truth, Ron Killings, Randy Orton, Ray Phoenix. There's Roman Reigns, Sami Zayn, who is the new United States champion, which congrats to him. Santos Escobar, we hadn't seen him. I think, when was the last time we saw him? I think the last time we saw him, I think was Worlds Collide earlier this year, if I remember right. Shinsuke Nakamura, again, hadn't seen him in a minute. Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, Again, another guy we hadn't seen in a minute, obviously due to injury. The Miz, Tommaso Ciampa, uh, Dongaloa, and Uncle Howdy. So you got quite the plethora of talent. You have quite the plethora of talent. And think about this though, right? There's even also the possibility of guys from NXT showing up to SmackDown to take on that challenge. I mean, come on. Come on. Andre Chase, Bronco Nima, Brooks Jensen, Stax, uh, Charlie Dempsey, Cutler James, Dante Chen, Dion Lennox, Adrius Enofe, to which both Chen and Adrius have been a part of WWE Evolve over the last couple of months, so that's pretty cool for them. The current North American champion Ethan Page. There's also Hank and Tang, Jasper Troy, Javon Evans. You got a lot of talent for for NXT, for SmackDown. But again, it comes down to who wants the opportunity more, who wants it more, and as far as SmackDown goes, there are four that definitely come into mind that I would love to see get that title shot. First one up is obviously Aleister Black. Aleister Black has been back in WWE for only for literally a few months now, and already Aleister Black has established himself as a imminent threat to any champion or anyone for the matter that stands in his path. And the fact that Aleister Black never had any world title opportunities when he got called up to the main roster the first time around, which was back in 2019, is an act of injustice. So Aleister Black definitely is one that I would love to see get that title shot. Next one up is Damian Priest. Interestingly enough, Priest and Cody, the battles that those two had when Priest was in the Judgment Day was absolutely incredible. Like they were nothing but instant classics, and I know for a fact that Priest and Cody would definitely deliver another instant classic, in my opinion. Drew McIntyre definitely is owed another shot at the WWE title because of all the times that the Bloodline screwed him out of the title. But the fact that this version of Drew McIntyre has been so petty, he's been so petty nowadays. It's so crazy. It's crazy to know that a guy like him is owed a shot at the WWE title. And then one other name that comes into mind, and this is going to be somewhat a little controversial, but I truly believe that it has to be, and as crazy as it sounds, Roman Reigns. I think it has to be Roman Reigns. And the reason for it is because of one thing. Fans want to see the rubber match. They want to see Reigns Rhodes 3, the final round, to determine who truly is the best and who truly deserves to be WWE champion. And I think, honestly, because that Roman Reigns now no longer has Paul Heyman, now that he no longer has the bloodline, and now that now that he's going, doing things on his own now as a babyface, one could argue that this is definitely something that fans would love to see. One could argue that Roman Reigns, because that he never got his rematch for the title when he came back, it's possible that we could see that happen. We could expect it to happen at any given time. At any given time, we could expect this match to take place at next year's WrestleMania when it goes back to Las Vegas, which is possible, but only time will tell. But between those four, if I had to remove one person, I would have to say Aleister Black. And the reason being is because, yes, he has traveled the world and honed his craft since getting released from WWE back in 2021. But since then, but since his return, he hasn't been doing a whole lot. So I don't think he's ready. I don't think he's ready. And then as far as Damian Priest goes, we saw at Backlash that he wants the United States title. That was the championship that made Damian Priest's name on the main roster. And what better way to etch your name in the annals of the SmackDown record books than by once again becoming United States champion. So I don't think it'll be Damian Priest. So between Drew McIntyre and Roman Reigns, who should it be? Well, here's the thing. Roman Reigns has been on Raw over the last several months since the Raw after WrestleMania, and he's made several appearances on Raw since then. And the fact that Roman Reigns has never held the World Heavyweight Championship, which is currently being held by Seth Rollins, now is again another act of injustice. And this, and I mean, come on, babyface Roman Reigns, babyface Tribal Chief as World Heavyweight Champion seems like it's not much of a bad idea. I mean, who knows? I mean, it's possible, but we'll have to wait and see. So that leaves only one person, and it's Drew McIntyre. And the reason why I believe it should be Drew McIntyre is because of the heinous attack on Cody through the literally right through the bottom of the announce table, putting Cody on the shelf for weeks, and we still have not heard anything from Cody. Nothing from him whatsoever. Actually, technically, that's a lie. We actually found out that Cody and his wife Brandy have welcomed a second child. So congrats to both Cody and Brandy on their second child. And who knows? Who knows? Maybe sometime in the next couple weeks, possibly after WrestlePalooza, we might see Cody Rhodes make his return to WWE, but we will have to wait and see. But with that being said, that will do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel, you guys want more WWE topic videos in the future, then be sure to subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and as always, make sure you guys are following me on all of my social media. All of my ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.